Okay, so I'm going 5-2 with Selesnya Landfall that took me to Mythic in November, but the first game of the December season wasn't good for me. I kept a slow, risky hand and I didn't get my top decks. I started slowly and my opponent played an aggressive Rakdos party deck, and I didn't get to stabilize this game. I gained some life, and maybe I wasn't that far from stabilizing, but my opponent played a very good aggressive game, so he, so I was always missing something to get my deck going. Okay, so I think this 2-3 will be just fine without kicker, just my opponent's stats aren't very good for it and they need another removal or combat trick to attack, and I can develop my game plan, so Canopy Ballot on turn 4 can be good. And if I get a land in the next two top decks, Shepherd on turn 5, even gaining 2 life is also nice. So this fire does a good job, or maybe I could cast Abundance with kicker if my opponent is tapped out, and this ballot is huge then. Unfortunately. Okay, so I think I'll just ditch these 2 cards. It's not great, but what can you do? I have other copies of these 2, so, and I'm not sure if I get my land on time. I got it now, but still. So if my opponent will follow up with Mind Drain, that could be devastating for me. I really don't want to lose this inscription. So inscriptions did their powerful job, but they got 2 for 1 with their inscription, and unfortunately I didn't get that much value out of mine. I killed a good creature, but it came back to my opponent's hand, so now it doesn't look that great for me. This ballad could be a very nice attacker now, but now I think I'll wait. Maybe I can cast with kick, or just put in lands. It isn't great for me now since I don't have I don't even have landfall payoffs. So this flyer can be annoying, but maybe I'll top deck my Angel. Another copy. I have 3 copies of Angel. One is in the graveyard, and both Rabid Bites are gone. I lost almost all my removal spells. I think I have here is Binding now, and Spellland with Fight is Ambush. Perhaps a sap strike could be coming here. Let's just check what we got. Okay, so that was a nice decision to just block and still they comboed off, but they they just exchanged their card to reanimate it 2/2, so that's not that bad for me. So that doesn't look great for me. Don't have very good attacks on the ground, and the opponent just has too much life for me to be worth it. And the fires are killing me now. They could have just attacked with everything and kill me. Okay, so the December season didn't start well for me, but still, this draft wasn't that bad with this 5-3 result. So if you're interested, let's check what will I open in this 4 booster packs. Okay, so this is the most interesting card for constructed, but still I don't think it will be played in competitive tier 1 decks. And I don't know, maybe some weird combo decks could use it. Maybe it is played somewhere, but I don't know. So I think this has the most potential in some Orzhov Life gain decks, Cleric decks. This could be played. And perhaps this also has some potential if it's coming cheaply. 4/4 flying haste is very nice, giving all your creatures death touch is also powerful. But you got to work for the discount here because 6 mana is too expensive for constructed, but I think this has some potential. Spellland is always something to consider, but this one is probably too weak. And I think that's it here. This I think also can't be dismissed completely. It's an annoying creature having haste, but it can't be it can be jump blocked. So the lack of trample hurts here. Still, it's quite powerful. So maybe sideboard cards against control decks can't be countered, and hexproof are good here. So especially if you can back up with Selfless Survivor or something, so it also ditches sweepers. So this can be powerful, but it's still quite expensive, so I'm not sure about it. So this obviously sees a lot of play in Dimir Rogues, and I think that's it here. So this has maybe the most potential, but Also, this needs a very specific build, and I think mono red aggro will be more powerful without trying to be a party deck, and maybe this Ragdos party with Zagras could consider it, but I think it's still no burning shaman here. So the difference between 2 mana 2/2 and 3 mana 3/2 is huge. So even though it can give the mana back, it's still not a great creature and not that awesome tempo play for constructed standards. And this, I think, can see some play maybe if some white-based party decks will emerge. This is quite powerful, giving creating up to 4 tokens, and then if you have a full party, the bonus is really nice, this last ability. But still, those party decks don't emerge in constructed, so it's theoretically possible. Some powerful cards are here, but maybe it's overall not that appealing. Okay, thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'm pretty disappointed with the end of this draft, so I came back to a 5-1 deck that took me to Mythic, and with this 5th win, and then I lost both games, but that happens. It was a risky keep in the previous game, and this was just pretty tough. This discarding 2 cards was hurtful. So I didn't get even though I kicked my inscription, I didn't get that much value because they didn't block or something. They didn't try to. So I thought it's still good to just get rid of this Orzhov rare cleric that reanimates something when dies, and gain a lot of life and hit for 2 more. So I decided on playing that, not waiting for full value that could just not happen. But it turned out to be not good enough, because then I lost my removal, and the flyers were hitting me. One flyer in particular, then the angel joined it at the end, and still they brought back this Orzhov rare cleric to their hand, so killing it wasn't that great for me anyway. And my big creature that got counters hit once and then got Nahiri's Binding, so then I flooded a bit, but still couldn't cast my spell for 8 mana with Kicker. So I wasn't doing much at that time, and my opponent was just doing more, creating the tokens. So even my bigger creatures weren't that good. Even exchanging with a bunch of their creatures wasn't that great for me. Still, they were hitting me with lifelink flyer. Okay, so this last game, I'm not sure if I made some terrible mistakes there. Just my opponent was doing more powerful stuff, and this previous game, I knew that the keep was risky. I'm not sure what I would do if I was put in the same situation again. It was risky, but I make risky keeps, so maybe I could repeat it and hope for the best there. It wasn't that bad, but I was punished because my opponent's deck was aggressive. Okay, so thanks again for watching, and see you in my next videos. I don't know what will they be. I think I will play some historic constructed to prepare for the qualifier weekend. So I wanted to finish this event, but now I think I'll move to constructed for some time. So see you then.